Hello everyone, welcome back once again today to another Money Talk lesson in our series, Seeds of Wisdom. Actually, today is going to be lesson number 31. This is the last lesson in our series, Seeds of Wisdom. We usually put these in a series about 30 or 31, so you could go back and listen to these every day of the month. So here's wisdom seed number 31. This is the last one. Here it is, the final wisdom seed. Give your seed time to grow. Give your seed time to grow. Seeds do not reproduce immediately. There's always a waiting season. One of our key verses, Genesis 8:22, says, "While the earth remains, seed, time, and harvest." The word right in the middle of seed and harvest is time. Seeds take a long time. Some seeds take longer to harvest than others. The germination period of the seed is really just like the gestation period of a mammal or an animal, and it's often in direct proportion to the size of the final result of what you're going to have. So my question is, what kind of harvest do you want? Do you want a hurried harvest, or do you want a huge harvest? Do you want a fast harvest, or do you want a fat harvest? They tell me that mosquitoes can reproduce every 24 hours. However, the gestation period of an elephant is 24 months. So what do you want? Something that carries diseases, that stings you and sucks your blood right out of your body? Or do you want something that can plow away through the forest, ripping trees right out of the ground? Anything that stands in the way is going to be removed and makes a broad pathway for you to follow. Obviously, the longer the wait, the bigger the harvest. Give your seed time to grow itself. Let me give you a final note here. Your faith is what I like to call the seed coat of expectation. Mark 11:24 says from the King James Bible, "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." Whatsoever things you pray for, believe that you have received them, and they will be yours. In other words, your faith is what protects that seed until it is fruitful, until it materializes. Every seed, in fact, if you look at one, every seed has a little membrane on the outside. It's a skin, and that seed coat protects the seed until the time that that skin is broken from the inside by a sprout that comes out, and that seed begins to grow. The seed coat protects the seed from a lot of things. It protects it from physical damage, such as crushing or abrasion that happens during the planting or storage. It protects it against insects and microbial attacks. So the seed coat protects the seed. The seed coat always helps with water regulation. The appropriate moisture level is maintained within the seed, protected by the seed coat. Keeps it from drying out or from getting overly waterlogged. It regulates the temperature. The seed coat is like insulation. It protects it against extreme temperatures, whether too hot or too cold. The seed coat protects that seed during the waiting season. And in the spiritual, that waiting period, that faith, that seed coat of expectation is what protects your seed until it reproduces. Specifically, it is your faith during the waiting time that gives you the promise of your reality. Proverbs 23:18 says this, "For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off." So here's my final wisdom seed for you in this series about seeds of wisdom. Give your seed time to grow. Whenever you sow a seed, don't be anxious about it. The seed that leaves your hand never leaves your life. It goes into the soil. You don't see it anymore. You can't control it anymore. But that does not mean it is not still alive. And that does not mean it will not come back into your life at the proper time. Cast your bread upon the waters and see if it will not come back after many days. The final seed of wisdom is give your seed time to grow and protect it by your faith, which is the seed coat of expectation.